I hate gift giving and receiving.
Receiving gifts is so weird. What do you say, thank you?
This is Coffee Convos with Kale Lowry and Lindsie Chrisley.
I really want you to be in your feels, Kale.
That does not interest me whatsoever.
I feel very attacked by you.
A spirited discussion about motherhood, friendship, family, and life in the public eye.
I'm just not with the fakery anymore.
There's a fakery bakery around here.
Here's Kale and Lindsie.
Good morning and welcome back to another episode of Coffee Convos podcast. It is weird seeing you over here, Kitty Kristen.
Hello, Lindsie. How are we?
How are you?
I am good. When this episode airs, I will be in nurse mode. I will be taking care of Kitty Kale.
I love that for you and also hate that for you.
She's probably going to be passed out in bed, recovering from, as we are calling it, getting her neck chopped off.
I need to know, everybody who's listening to this, if you prefer to be nursed or to be left alone.
I like a combo, truly. Like, I don't want somebody with me all the time, but like if I need something, I want to be able to call somebody to just bring it to me and then probably leave.
Okay, so right before I got divorced, I got hit with the vid for like the third time, I think. And Will brought up like the individual little trays that we have for Jackson because, you know, he likes his food separated. Nothing can be touching. And he would bring me up like bagels and put it outside the door and then Lysol himself all the way down the stairs.
I remember, I want to say it was time two or three. I've had COVID 4 times. I don't leave my house, but I've had it 4 times. I think it was time number 2 that like damn near took me out. And Mom and Corey were gearing up, like gloving up, had like the face mask, like double masking, rubber gloves, coming in, like putting like a cooler. They literally gave me a cooler, like would change it out every single day with like cold water, Gatorade, and like pudding and stuff. My throat hurt so bad that I couldn't really eat anything. And they would just drop it bedside and then they would leave the room and they would like strip down. I'd hear the Lysol. It was insane.
That's so crazy, but that's such a good idea to do the cooler situation. That was also when I was sleeping in the guest room and creating my parenting plan.
Oh, good. During the same exact time frame.
During the exact same time frame, and my soon-to-be ex-husband was the one who was dropping food off at the door.
You know, at least y'all care about each other even through the hard times.
Even through the hard times. Wait, I have to tell you, I had this video that Jackson filmed of me doing that dog jaw trend.
The what?
The dog jaw trend.
What is that?
It's like where you turn your face and you're like, hey, do you see that? And the person that you're doing it to has to like look at your face and they're like, no, I don't see anything. And it's like, I have this thing called dog jaw. And they're like, wait, what? And you're like, yeah, dog jaw. Do you see it? And like when they get super close to your face, you're like, woof, woof, woof.
I've never seen this.
I did it to Will on Father's Day and I thought he was going to take me the fuck out. So
did you film it?
Oh, I have it.
I need to see it.
Wait, do you want me to pull it up for you?
Yes.
Holy shit. Okay. The fact that Jackson filmed it makes it even fucking better.
I need to see this reaction.
I'm probably going to get in trouble for this, honestly.
It's fine. I mean, you did talk about ding dong ditch a couple weeks ago and it was fine.
Wait, speaking of the ding dong ditch thing, I need to address that for a second. People think that I'm just taking my kid out, like ding dong ditching random people.
Oh my God.
And they have been sending me videos and articles of people pew-pewing ding dong ditchers. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, number 1, I ding dong ditched my ex-husband with my kid. Mm-hmm. For those of you who don't know that's listening to this, that's his dad. Also, when people found out about that live in my area, they were like, hey, if you want to just like bamboozle Jackson, then just send me a text and let me know that you want a ding dong ditch and you can ring my doorbell.
Oh my God.
So it's like safety is of utmost importance around here. So let's not act brand new. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I think maybe they got a little confused because the text that Will sent you that was read, I think they were like, maybe thought he was like being legitimately serious, but
he wasn't being legitimately serious. Like he saw them.
Yeah. So I'm just
glad they didn't see his wiener.
Oh my God.
I'm like, is that child abuse?
Probably some form.
Wait, okay, here's the video.
Okay. I'm ready.
Hold on. Okay, so Jackson's video.
Do you see it?
No.
It's right there. You see it?
Sure.
Have you heard of it?
No.
It's called dog. Look at it.
Okay.
Feel it.
It's like, fuck you, bitch.
He looks so sick of your shit. It's hilarious.
He was so sick of my shit. He's been sick of my shit for quite some time. I do have to tell you though, both my cars have to go in for service this week, and the first one went in this morning, super easy, but my Bronco's making this weird fucking noise whenever you turn it on. And I'm like, did I break it?
Lindsie, why am I just hearing about the weird noise now?
Did you think it was like an actual, like, regular service?
I thought this was for the recalls.
No, they don't have a solution for the recalls yet.
The two of them?
They have no solution, because when I called about this noise, they were like, yeah, we don't have solutions for the other recalls, but you can bring it in. So I'm taking it in tomorrow. And it just makes like this weird, it's like a starting pin or something.
Okay.
It's called.
Mm-hmm.
And so when it's a cold start and you turn it on, it sounds like the car is literally braking. So I'm like, yeah, I definitely need to take that up to Ford. And then they let me know that it was going to have to be there for several days. So now I have to figure out like how I'm getting back home.
Okay, so I thought this was for the recalls. I also have a bone to pick with like car companies, because I have a recall that I've had on my RAV4 for approximately a year and a half-ish now, and they still don't have a solution at all. So I'm kind of like, isn't that, like, don't you have to figure that out right away? Like pretty close to when it gets a recall?
Well, I'm like, is that not like grounds for lawsuits to be filed? Like, for example, on the Bronco, there is a backup camera recall. And I feel like you should be able to rely on your backup camera.
Yes.
And if they're not working, I'm like, are people going to start filing class action lawsuits?
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't put it past anybody these days, but I will say my dad, many lifetimes ago, was a driving instructor, like taught people how to drive. He didn't have patience for me, so I don't God help everybody that he taught before me, but he really didn't have the patience for my shit. But he told me, as long as you can turn around, turn the fuck around. Like, he didn't care what type of camera your car had. That was never, so you will catch me. I have a backup camera. You will catch my ass like this. That or like this.
I always do that too. And every boyfriend that I've had 3. They're always like, you have a backup cam. Why are you turning around? And it's like, I trust my eyesight more than I trust that camera.
Yeah. And just like sometimes like a raindrop will make the camera go finicky. So.
Oh yeah, for sure. Speaking of things that don't fucking work, any person that has had braces or has a child that's had braces, Jackson just got his off last week and he's already having to go back to the orthodontist to get a permanent retainer on the bottom because that shit doesn't stay in.
Wait, what shit doesn't stay in?
The bottom retainer. Like, he has to wear them at nighttime.
And it won't stay?
It won't stay. And every morning I go to get him out of the bed, the retainer's like in the bed somewhere.
Damn. I didn't have that problem ever.
The top retainer fits perfectly fine, but the bottom one doesn't. And they said if you have a child that is going through 2 sets of braces and haven't lost all of their baby teeth, that they don't prefer to put the permanent retainer on because it gives them like room to be able to move as the other teeth are coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, no, that's just like really not going to work for me because thousands of dollars in, I'm not going to find a retainer in the bed.
I'm thinking about this. I never even got a bottom retainer. So I had what they said was a permanent retainer on the bottom, but they took it out when I got my braces off. Like, they didn't leave mine in. And I didn't know until a couple years ago, like Corey and Kale both have like the permanent thing. And I'm like, they literally took mine out. And I'm pissed about it because my teeth have shifted on the bottom. So I'm like badly. So I'm really pissed. But my teeth on the top have shifted too. But
well, this is news for you. I think I'm going to do Invisalign for the 3rd time now.
You've done it through, okay, you have to tell me about this because I have been looking into it because I hate that my teeth have shifted the way that they've shifted.
My top teeth haven't really shifted at all. It's my bottom teeth. And I feel like when you Google it, which we probably shouldn't be Googling like medical shit, but when you Google it, it says that bottom teeth do tend to move more than top shift.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't know why that is, but yeah, for the third time, I'm going to do it.
Like, what was your experience like the other 2 times? Because I really am considering doing it.
So the experience was great. And like, it wasn't like very long. I think the longest time that I had them on was like 4 months or something because I don't have a ton of shift, but I have enough of shift that it bothers me. But it's so weird because the orthodontist likes to put permanent retainers on adult teeth. Mm-hmm. And then the dentist hate when orthodontists put permanent retainers on.
It's probably so much harder for them to clean. And I bet you there's like probably an increase in cavities for that same reason.
Okay. Do you think that like cavities are a genetic issue?
I've wondered this myself because knock on wood, I've never had a single cavity ever. So I am like hoping that that's fine. My mom's had like a couple. I don't know of my brother having many. I don't know about my dad. So I don't really know, but like I will say that they did say that MS, one of the things they told me was that MS for some reason can like lead to like dental issues at some point.
Wow.
So that really pissed me off, but we'll see if it happens.
That's crazy. Jackson's 12 and has never had a cavity, and Will is so prone to getting cavities, and he doesn't even eat sweets like at all.
So then there has to be something. Like there has to be something involved. I also know you can catch a cavity. Like I know that.
What?
Yes.
Like flu?
Basically, and I probably am explaining this totally wrong, but if you're hooking up with somebody that has bad like teeth or cavities or whatever, because it comes from bacteria, you can get the same bacteria and it can then cause cavities.
Okay. Are you a teeth person or not a teeth person?
I am a teeth person.
Me too. And I'm not talking like teeth have to be perfect or anything. I'm just talking like hygiene.
Yes.
Like people who do not have good oral hygiene, I'm like, what are you doing?
As summer is quickly winding down, we are all about refreshing our wardrobes over here with staple pieces for the season ahead. Quince truly nails it with luxe essentials that feel effortless and look polished, perfect for layering and mixing. Their styles are so versatile that we truly find ourselves over here reaching for them again and again. We are such huge fans of Quince, and we all get very similar items from there, and I think everybody should check them out. Think chic cashmere and cotton sweaters starting at just $40, washable silk tops, and classic denim pants. Timeless styles that you'll keep coming back to. And truly the best part, everything with Quince is half the cost of similar brands, which you know I love to budget. And this works itself right in. By working directly with top artisans and cutting out the middleman, Quince gives you luxury without the markup. And Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics and finishes. And we absolutely love partnering with them. I myself just picked up some new towels for my house, and I am so impressed with the quality of them. Quince's quality of every single thing I've ever received from there, whether it be clothing, things for the home. I even have some of their luggage pieces. It is fantastic, and the budget, and it fits right into my budget, which I absolutely love. You can elevate your fall wardrobe essentials with Quince. Go to quince.com/coffee for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/coffee to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/coffee.
Oh, completely unrelated, but have you been seeing all over TikTok, and I've also seen a couple of articles come up about it, about the school supply debate?
No.
Okay, so the school supply debate is when teachers send home information about how your kids' school supplies should not be labeled.
Okay, now I know what you're talking about. I have heard about this. I just didn't know it was being debated yet again.
Yeah. This is the first time that I've ever seen it. I absolutely label all of Jackson's school supplies. Don't care what the thing says, because Jackson is, if his head was not attached to his body, then he would lose it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like if I'm going out and spending the money to get the exact things that are on the school supply list and like taking my time to do that. I'm going to take my time to label that stuff. Now, I always tell Jackson, like, hey, if you have a friend or a buddy, whatever, that like doesn't have something that sits at your table, like, of course, share with them.
Yeah.
But like, don't you think that their stuff should be labeled as theirs?
I guess for me, what is the downside to having the stuff be labeled?
Because a lot of times from my understanding from this debate, teachers like to get the school supplies and put them all like in a collective bin, and then everybody uses from that.
Okay.
Which I kind of understand that for younger grades. Like if you're talking anywhere from kindergarten to third grade, but starting in fourth grade, they should be responsible for keeping up with their own shit.
So I have an issue with that wholeheartedly, point blank period, just strictly because of allergies.
Oh, speaking of allergies, when I went to Jackson's open house, you would be very happy with this. There are no nuts allowed in any of the classrooms.
I love that. I think that's, as a kid who did not experience that, like that was not how it was. It was basically just like, cross your fingers, good luck, stay away from whoever, and deal with it. I love that. And I get it. So I've heard the other side of it. I've heard the argument from parents who are like, my kid only eats peanut butter and jelly, or it's the easiest thing for me to make, or whatever. And, you know, I sympathize, but at the point where somebody could die, I don't really give a shit.
Okay, so it's plastered all over the classroom doors. Like on the outside of the classroom doors, it's like says like nut free zone.
Yeah.
Or something. Jackson loves bars that have some type of nut in them. The Cliff bars, I think they're like the macadamia nut Cliff bars. He used to take those for snack pretty much every day last year. So when I started going through my pantry before school started, I was like, what is he going to take? And so I just told him, I said, hey, buddy, like it's a nut-free zone. So you have to take applesauce and like maybe a fruit, maybe a yogurt, like something like that. But you can't have bars. And he was like, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. And I see both sides of the argument. I remember he used to only eat like peanut butter and jelly for lunch. And when he was in kindergarten, it was definitely a nut-free zone because I feel like they don't really know how to keep their hands to themselves at that age. Mm-hmm. So they could not have like any peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or anything like that. And I remember having the conversation with Will, and he's like, okay, well then why can the kids with the allergies not be sat at a specific table to eat? But then on the flip side of that, isn't that like ostracizing them to some extent too?
Yeah. I remember that after I left the elementary school I was in, like I moved on to like middle school. I think I was about to go into high school, and that elementary school started doing like designated tables like that. And at the time it wasn't as like, I don't want to say popular, but it just wasn't as prevalent as it seems like it is now with people having allergies. And it's just like, you might be the like one of like 3 kids like in a small school. So then what? Like you can't eat with your friends. You can't, I see it. It's so, there's no perfect answer, and it sucks. Like the perfect answer would be, let's figure out how to get rid of the allergy, but we're not there yet. And, but like the sharing of the things, that's something that people don't think about. Like they think cross-contamination is like you accidentally drop nuts in somebody else's food, or you accidentally smeared peanut butter on somebody else's thing. But it comes all the way down to your hands, the utensils used to like make stuff, just things that you don't think about. Like Corey's mom will make cookies for Christmas, and she'll give us like, she'll do them separately. And there are still times where I have a reaction because something touched something, and it doesn't matter how, you know, it's hard. It's so hard.
I don't know. Like I also see both sides of the school supply thing. Like I feel like everybody should have access to the same stuff regardless of who bought it. It's like team effort. Like let's all figure out how to make it work. But then at the same time, I also feel like it's so important, like for Jackson being in 6th grade, you need to start learning to keep up with your own shit. Mm-hmm. Like it's not your teacher's responsibility to hold containers of like scissors and whatever. And then I also thought, well, maybe because they're scissors and stuff and pencils and stuff like that, maybe they don't want them walking around because somebody could use it as a weapon. Like, I don't know what they're thinking.
That also is a possibility, especially with like the scissor situation. I think that I'm trying to think of like when I was in school, I'm pretty sure they kept like the scissors and stuff were kept together, but like shit would piss me off because like I was that person that did like the big box of crayons and I would with the sharpener and I would get shit sharpened. There were other kids in the class that like to be diabolical and break their shit in half. And
That's
like,
Jackson.
No, I don't want like I like to keep my things the way that I keep my things and you can keep yours the way you keep yours.
It drives me nuts. I had a conversation with him when I was like loading up his backpack for the first day of school. I said, I promise you, you will be grounded if you come home and all of your stuff from your pencil pouch is at the bottom of your backpack. Like, I literally will fucking riot. Like, I was never that kid. I was same as you. Like, I liked my stuff all nice and tidy. If one of my crayons broke, I went home and was like, I need a new black crayon. Like, I kept up with my shit. Also, speaking of school, did you know that they still have home ec in school?
No, I thought they got rid of it.
Yeah. So my ex-father-in-law was talking to me and he was like, I thought that they got rid of that class like years and years ago. But when I got Jackson's school schedule, his last period class is home ec. And I was so excited about it because I remember taking it in 6th grade too. And it was one of my favorite classes. Like, we learned how to do laundry and like make recipes and I don't know, just like weird, like household shit that you need to learn how to do.
We learned how to sew in ours.
I think she did say that there was like a sewing unit. Also, she said there was a finance unit.
Oh, that's smart. I love that.
And I'm like, that is so smart. I feel like that is such a useful class. And it makes me so sad that schools would take that out.
I actually think I learned how to write a check in home ec. Now that I'm thinking,
I think I did too.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Like how to write a check.
And like balance a checkbook.
And yeah. But like I had already known because my mom taught me. But like for kids who didn't know, it was helpful. And like I remember making stuff. Like I learned how to make pillows. That used to be my pastime. I would go buy fabric at Michael's and I would just whip up a pillow. Don't ask me why. I just did.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm not taking it that far, but learning how to sort laundry and then the recipe stuff, it made me like interested in learning how to cook. So I think that'll be fun for him because now we cook at home together. Mm-hmm. So I just think it'll be fun. But he was like, boys shouldn't have to take that class because their moms cook for them. I'm like, Mr. Sir.
I was like, Lindsie.
It is my responsibility to make you pleasant for whoever you end up with in the future. And so you're going to learn how to do this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you right now, I hope that that teacher teaches him how to turn his socks like the right side way, like, or as my nanny says, inside outerge. I hope she teaches that and how to make his underwear not be in his shorts.
I mean, Corey's old enough and that still happens. And the rule
How
is...
do guys do that? Like when they go and take their stuff off, is it just like one foul swoop?
Yes. They hook both. I watch it. They hook it and they drop it. Their bands line up at the top.
I just don't understand it. Never have I ever left like panties, which number one, I don't really wear panties that often anyway, but they're not left in my shorts or my pants.
Mm-mm. They're like
everything is separated.
Yeah. Not for guys. They just hook it and drop it.
So interesting. Will told me, he was like, if I see another skid mark in underwear because I have had to separate shorts from underwear, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
You're like, do I need to go back to teaching how to wipe ass?
Wait, I need to know how long your parents wiped your ass.
You know what's so funny? I asked my mom this question the other day. Like,
you did?
Yes. I literally was talking about something and I said, when did you stop wiping my ass? And she said, when I taught you how to use the toilet, I taught you how to wipe your ass. That was it. And I was like, oh. She said, I don't know. You were probably like 2. And I was like, okay. Okay,
well, Jackson definitely was not 2 when he was wiping his ass, but he was somewhere around 4, and evidently I don't think men ever really learn how to properly wipe their ass.
No, that's why they have dude wipes.
I keep wet wipes in every bathroom of my house just in hopes that I never run across a skid mark.
You can't tell me it's not a cleaner experience when you are using a wet wipe and then following it up with toilet paper.
Wait, I feel like it should be opposite. I feel like it should be you're using toilet paper and then the wet wipe.
I mean, I'm a very thorough individual. So like,
I know, but if you use a wet wipe and then you use toilet paper, is there not a risk of toilet paper getting stuck like on your parts?
I don't know. I've never had that happen. I don't think, but I just like it to be dry, you know?
Oh, got it. Yeah, it doesn't really bother me if it's like a little damp.
I don't love that feeling. I don't like it at all, actually. So I'm telling you, I have said this to you for weeks now. I'm really considering the bidet.
I also am considering a bidet, but back to the ass wiping, I'm asking you this because I know someone who still wipes their child's ass who's 8 years old. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
And I'm like, I don't even want to wipe my own ass.
No.
So why would I be wiping someone else's? I know for a fact that he knew how to wipe his ass by the time he was in pre-K.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to think about that. You and Kale, probably like 2 weeks ago, talked about teachers, like kids like wiping ass or teachers having to wipe ass or whatever. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't remember any of my teachers ever having to like pause class to go wipe ass. Like I just didn't think that was a thing. So I kind of started thinking about it there. That's what led me to then ask my mom.
Coffee Convos podcast is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians, these are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations. We all know life truly is already so complicated, and when your health goals are taking a backseat because of insurance complexity, it is so easy to feel stuck, frustrated, and give up. However, I want to take a second to talk about Rose Insurance Checker. This is built to unstick that moment. It's free, it's simple, and it's built to help people move forward. Rose Insurance Checker lets you know if you're covered for GLP-1s for free. If you want to see if you're covered, just submit your insurance card and Ro truly takes care of the rest for you. There's no paperwork, no hassle, no waiting on hold, which is a huge deal to me. Ro's free insurance checker will send you a comprehensive report of your coverage details so you can make a decision that's right for your goals. In fact, nearly half of all Ro members have insurance coverage. If you decide to move forward, Ro can help you understand if GLP-1s like Ozempic and Wegovy are right for you and for your goals, but that truly is just the beginning. When you become a Ro member, you'll have the support throughout the process. You'll have access to your provider on demand for any questions. You can join the over 500,000 people who've trusted Ro to check their coverage for free. Go to ro.co/coffeeconvos for your free insurance check. That's ro.co/coffeeconvos to see if your insurance covers GLP-1s for free. Go to ro.co/safety for black box warnings and full safety information about GLP-1 medications.
Okay, but I do have to tell you this about shitting. I always tell Jackson, I'm like, if you can avoid going to a public bathroom and taking a shit, that is the preferred method, like shit at home. Mm-hmm. And he's like, yeah, but if you just have to go, like you just have to go. And I think that is a difference between a boy and a girl, because I can remember being in elementary school, specifically in kindergarten. And if I had to poop, I was calling home. Like I was calling home and needing to get picked up.
I have like the bladder of steel. Okay. I wouldn't even pee at school until I got my period. I would not pee at school. I would not pee. I would not poop. You would not catch me in the bathroom. Like it was not happening. I was so skeeved out and I would hold it all day. And every doctor was like, that's so bad for you. Like, don't hold your bladder that long. Cause we're talking between 8 to 10 hours. I mean, I have held this bladder like 13.
Okay. Now this leads me to my next question.
Mm-hmm.
Are you the type of person that will lay in the bed at night knowing that you have to pee, but you're holding it until the morning?
Yes.
Me too.
Because once my feet hit that floor, I'm wide awake.
Oh, see, I'm not wide awake. Like I could sleepwalk to the bathroom and pee. It's just like pure laziness and because I can hold it.
That's why I don't sleep good when I have my period. Because if I bleed bad enough, I have to get up multiple times in the night and go take care of it. And then I'm like pissed off because then I'm wide awake.
Just absolutely not. I saw this article on People and I need to know how you feel about it. It says woman's PTO is rejected by new line manager after revealing in-depth plans for her vacation.
I need more. I need to know more.
So it says a woman is regretting telling her line manager about her vacation plans, expressing her frustration on an online forum. The woman explained that she works for a medium-sized company in the UK that requires line managers to approve any paid time off. She said that there are 5 people on her team and there have been no issues with booking vacations in the 8 years that she has worked there. However, last month, her former line manager was replaced by someone who previously worked in a different department. She thought the new manager's question about her vacation plans for the fall was just casual passing interest type question. After telling them she would be going on an almost 5-hour flight, they now rejected her leave request because they don't think that she would be fit for work on Monday.
That is not for them to decide.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, if you're at work, you're at work.
I will never in my life forget this one job that I had. Actually, it was like around the same time that I started traveling with Kale. Like I was already working with her, but like not traveling with her. So this was a long time ago. And I was working as an independent contractor and I was going with Kale somewhere. And he tried to tell me that I couldn't go. And I quit. Like right on the spot, I quit.
You quit this job?
Yeah. And it was with my former best friend's dad.
I just feel like that's so inappropriate.
There was a lot of weird stuff that was going on in that situation, but it was really insane. And I remember calling Corey and telling him, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to go. And he was like, why? And I said, what? Like, I was doing recruiting at the time for the hospitality industry. So I was placing people in jobs and stuff. And I was working clients that week that were out in LA, and that's where I needed to go. So in fact, I would have been in the correct time zone to do that type of stuff. And there was really only a couple things that I had to help Kale with while I was there. And then I was like free the rest of the time. And he literally tried to tell me no for that exact reason. Like, you're going to be too tired, like whatever. Whoa.
Like no one gets to determine that for you. But I feel like this is a huge HR issue. Like if PTO is given, and the only thing that I know about like corporate jobs and stuff is from just being married to Will, I think he gets like 2 weeks of PTO a year. Does that sound right?
Yeah, about like 2. Some companies are like 10 days, 2 weeks, which 2 weeks is 10 days in that speak. And then, or you can get more. It really just depends. Some people have unlimited PTO, but it's not actually unlimited.
I think he has 14 days of PTO a year, which I think is pretty good. But never have I ever heard him having to explain what he's doing while he's taking PTO. I feel like if that is the company's policy that they have to give an explanation on why they're taking PTO, then that should be in their contract.
It's actually not legal to ask somebody why they're taking off.
It's not?
No.
So why did this person just not sue them?
So we're looking, at least in the United States, they're in the UK. I don't know about the UK. But that's crazy. You cannot ask, like there's things that you can't ask, and employers really get fucked up a lot in like doing things that they should not be doing and asking questions that they should not be asking and saying things that they shouldn't be saying.
I mean, who's to say that if you went out and had a Sunday fun day, but you were just at home, that you would be less prepared to come to work from a 5-hour flight?
Like what?
Like make that make sense.
Sleeping on the flight.
That could have been your sleep.
So that's insane to me. It's insane to me. Just like the things that happen in a lot of industries is crazy to me. Like for me specifically, my mom and Corey both have FMLA because of my MS. just in case like I have a flare and I need somebody and whatever. Like when I can't feel my feet or my legs, like they have to drive me to the doctors and all types of stuff. And I will never forget the first time my mom used FMLA, and they wanted information about like not just my diagnosis, right? But they wanted like literal information. And it's like, I didn't give you permission. So like you can ask her all you want, but I didn't give permission for that to be disclosed. So it's a constant battle. It's
But
truly.
wouldn't that be a HIPAA violation?
It gets really sticky. It gets really sticky, and it's very easy for people to push and say, well, we need this, we need that. But that's why if you have a really good doctor, they'll literally tell you like what they have to know and what they don't. But it's hard. It's really tough.
Completely unrelated news. Last night, I spent actually basically the entirety of yesterday. I spent time like I could not put the Idaho 4 book down.
I'm super excited to read it. I can't wait to read it. It's going to be great.
There is a lot of information, in my opinion, in that book that connects dots that I feel like we all had questions to.
I've heard that it's fantastic.
It's so good. Like you can't put it down. So make sure when you start reading it that you have time to keep reading it.
So basically, put my phone on D&D.
Yes.
And take PTO.
Actually, take PTO. I actually found my personal focus mode after Saturday of this week. I found that mode again.
Yeah.
And I need to get back to it because I feel like I'm so much more productive.
Same.
Like the amount of notifications that come through a phone a day that I feel like you're just stopping whatever you're doing to read the notification. It's so much more productive, in my opinion, to just take 30 minutes and go through everything versus stopping what you're doing to like answer whatever it is.
This has all been within the last hour.
Yeah, no.
Oh, there's more. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
It's so distracting. And even sometimes calls and stuff, like when you're in the middle of like zone in on your work, sometimes calls and stuff can really also F you up.
I'm trying to see, like, how do I see my notifications? Okay, these are mine since we've been on this recording.
Yeah.
Look at this. Is that okay?
No.
Like,
it's not.
Like, who did that to us?
I don't know.
If people could stop blowing up our fucking phones.
It's Slack, and it's email, Slack, text, calls. I also been getting such an increase in spam calls lately that it's really chapping my ass, not just to my personal phone, also to my work phone. Very few people have that number, so I have no idea how the spam people got it, but I'm talking I get 20 a day across, like, on this phone and that phone.
I don't get, like, actual spam calls, but what I have been getting is spam from tabloids.
Yeah, they'll always find your ass.
But I'm like, is that like legal to call someone's personal cell phone that you don't fucking know?
Yeah, unfortunately. I have to tell you, speaking of phones, I was talking to Alessandra and we were looking at this case. She was telling me about it. It was a New Jersey veterinarian and firefighter. They were killed in a double homicide, and it was by a state trooper.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I said, this is hitting all the service industries. Like, that's absolutely insane. So I pulled a local news article about it. I pulled a whole news article about this, and it said a shocking double homicide in Hunterdon County over the weekend left community members and loved ones of the victims reeling. By Monday, there were reports that a state trooper who dated one of the victims was the likely suspect and had been found dead of apparent suicide in Middlesex County. On Saturday at 12:22 p.m., Franklin police responded to an emergency call from a home on Upper Kingtown Road in the Pittstown section. Officers found 33-year-old local resident Lauren Samanchik and 29-year-old Tyler Webb of the Forked River area of Lacey, who both had been shot and killed. The victims were mourned on social media as a beloved veterinarian and volunteer firefighter respectfully. On Saturday, Hunterdon County Prosecutor Renee Robeson said that nothing suggests any danger to the public while not publicly naming a suspect. The New York Times and NewJersey.com both reported state trooper Ricardo Santos, Samanchik's ex-boyfriend, had been identified as a likely suspect before being found dead in a park in Piscataway. As of Monday morning, no prosecutor's office has yet confirmed Santos's ID or a connection to the Pittstown case, where Lauren had worked, was, in mourning. So we're talking about this, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So then I see that there is an update, and it says, dash cam reveals horror. New Jersey state trooper waited in woods before killing the couple.
Wait, so are you telling me that the state trooper dated
Lauren,
dated the girl, and then now she was dating a firefighter? So state trooper goes out to spy on ex-girlfriend and then kills them both?
Kills them both and himself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't know about all of you, but for me, it is so easy for my day to just get overtaken by tedious tasks, which leaves little to no time to focus on what I actually love and do best, whether that be meetings that truly could have been an email, we've all been there, or just quick errands that turn into all-day events. I know that you know what I'm talking about. If you're a realtor, lawyer, accountant, or really any profession that requires a lot of mailing or shipping, you don't have time to be a postage expert or stand in line to drop off letters and packages. This is where Stamps.com comes in. They give you the chance to focus your time on what you do best. Print stamps, shipping labels, or certified mail forms in seconds, and schedule free package pickups all from one place, and all for up to 89% off USPS, UPS, and other carriers. For more than 28 years, Stamps.com has been doing more than just small business mailings. Stamps.com handles all of your mailing and shipping needs wherever, whenever. Seamlessly connect with every major marketplace and shopping cart. If you sell products online like we do, you can access all the USPS and UPS services you need to run your business right from your computer or phone anytime, day or night. No lines, no traffic, no waiting. I absolutely love Stamps.com. We use that to ship out some of our merch, and we have been longtime customers, and I also use them for my personal stuff, so we love them. Don't waste time worrying about being a postage expert or standing in line to drop off letters and packages. Let Stamps.com do what they do best so you can do what you do better. Go to Stamps.com and use code COFFEE to sign up for a special offer. No contract, cancel anytime. That's Stamps.com/coffee. Nope. That's Stamps.com, code COFFEE.
So the update says a New Jersey state trooper with a high-level clearance gunned down his ex-girlfriend and her boyfriend before driving off and taking his own life. Prosecutors shared evidence that State Police Lieutenant Ricardo Jorge Santos had stalked the beloved veterinarian who he had dated for barely a year. He followed her home on Friday evening, lurked in the woods outside her house until her new boyfriend arrived. Shortly after, Pittstown neighbors reported gunshots and screaming, which prompted Franklin Township Police to patrol the area of Upper Kingtown Road where 33-year-old Lauren Semanchik lived. It was the next afternoon that police recovered the bodies of Semanchik and 29-year-old Tyler Webb. Santos was also found on Saturday dead of a self-inflicted gunshot inside of a Mercedes SUV parked at Johnson Park in Piscataway. It says dash cam in Semanchik's car shows SUV stalker. Last year, Semanchik dated Santos and broke up with him in September of 2024. She told family and friends that Santos had continued harassing and controlling behavior, and as a result, it appeared to detectives that Santos may have been involved in the homicides. As the investigation unfolded, police found that Semanchik had installed a video surveillance recording system in her vehicle. It also says that on Saturday, detectives were notified that Santos had been found dead alone inside of a white 2008 Mercedes SUV in Johnson Park in Piscataway.
The fact that she was being stalked so bad that she had to get a dash cam to drive around in her car.
Yep. It says Robeson said it was the same vehicle seen on the surveillance footage taken from Semanchik's car.
That's fucking insane. What is wrong? What is wrong with people? Like, what is wrong with just like breaking up and never speaking again?
I don't freaking know. It says Ricardo J. Santos has been on public pay records with state police back to 2010. He rose in rank from trooper to sergeant first class and then lieutenant as of 2024 and this year. If I'm not mistaken, he also guarded the governor at one point and then moved on to guard other like notable officials. So I can't imagine how scared she must have been knowing his rank.
Yeah, because there's power in that.
Yes. But like to be stalked so badly I mean, stalking in general is not okay, but it had to be bad if she was installing a surveillance camera.
And she had to have seen him doing it
Yeah.
to feel the need to like install a freaking dash cam, like while you're just driving around to like the grocery store in your job.
I just can't imagine, like, I don't understand what makes someone's brain decide to stalk an individual. I will never understand it. I don't know if it's obsession, control. I don't know. I think it's like a mix of both probably, but
I was going to say, I think it's probably both of those factors to some extent, but stalking is absolutely insane. And to do it to an ex is crazy. Like, I don't know. There's got to be some type of like psychological something that like triggers somebody to think that that's a normal act to do.
It's bizarre. It is. It's a really sad story. You know, I feel for all the families involved, right? Like all three of their families, but 2 people taken senselessly.
Mm-hmm.
For what? For what? Because you were mad that she moved on?
That's what I don't understand. It's like, at the point that you get out of a relationship, why do you care what that person's doing?
Mm-hmm. I also wonder if they're going to do like an internal investigation and see how much of his work time was actually spent stalking.
Well, I mean, I would just hope for the family's sake that they could get those answers. Like, it's not going to change anything because he's dead too.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there's got to be something psychologically that goes off in someone's brain to make them do that to somebody that it seems as if she was clear that she didn't want to be with him. She was with someone else.
Yeah. It's always been really mind-blowing to me. I used to watch on ID channel, they used to have like a Obsession, Dark Desires, and it was all about stalking and stuff. I've always been so intrigued by it because I just don't understand how you go from normal, what we think is normal, to some switch being flicked on, and now you're stalking.
The only thing I can think of, because I've had a situation, I've had a situation before that I do know that there was stalking that was going on that also then led to obsessive amounts of phone calls. And then from the obsessive amounts of phone calls and then being blocked, calling from no caller ID, following me into parking lots, like crazy shit like that. And then resorting to messaging me on other platforms to get my attention. I do think it has to do with obsession and control, but like together. Mm-hmm. I do think that there are certain types of personalities when you are with someone, they feel like they have a possession over you because of that relationship. And then when that's gone, it's almost like people who do stuff like that, they don't know what to do when it's gone.
So it makes them go even crazier.
Yes. Yes.
I just can't imagine. I feel for all of the families involved. That's so sad, so sick, so unfortunate.
Also, like, your home should be your safe place, right? Like, if you are safe nowhere else, you should be safe in your home. And for someone to, not that it would have made it right if she was like at her job or like out at the grocery store, it's not right in its entirety. But coming to someone's home is such a personal trespass, in my opinion. Like, if you're broke up from someone, don't go to their fucking house.
I don't know. I know back in the day, like the whole open door policy thing and whatever, I don't know anybody that practices that these days.
Open door policy?
Of like, you can stop by anybody's house at any time. Like, that's how my mom was raised, right? Like, you can show up whenever. I am like that to a degree. There's like certain people that I don't care, but there's a lot of other people that I'm like, I would care if you just showed up at my house. I don't know anybody that practices you're welcome at any time, especially after you broke up. Like, why are we going to people's homes unannounced for no reason to do nothing good? It's never good.
That's never going to end well.
No.
See, I'm exactly the opposite. I feel like you have somewhat of an open door policy with specific people. I have a closed door policy with everyone.
Yeah, you're like, you better call me before you come.
Yeah, and it's like, it's not that there's anything going on over here, right? It's just like, I don't know. I might be in the bubble bath, like putting on a face mask. And if I hear my doorbell ring or I hear someone walk through my house.
I think it's different though, because you are alone, right?
Mhm.
So like I was at my parents' house, like growing up around it. I didn't have the same feeling of when it was just Corey and I at our apartment. I was like, do not come here. Because like there's nobody should be coming here unless they're calling. And then when we got this house, I went like semi, but I wasn't always like that. When we first moved in, I was like, this house is getting locked up like Fort Knox, don't come here, because Corey was working night shift. And I just didn't feel comfortable. I have like a false sense of security with him being here.
This house is locked up like Fort Knox at all times. And I don't even want anybody ringing my doorbell. Like there was, I was in the shower on Friday and I heard my doorbell ring and I was like, why the fuck is someone at my house? Because Amazon and stuff, Amazon, FedEx, whatever, they don't ring the bell. They just stick it at the front door. So I'm like, who's there? Well, I come downstairs after I've toweled off and it's a door hanger for voting for senator.
Then you're like, stop.
And I thought I was possibly being robbed. I don't know. I do think that it does have something to do with the fact that it's either just me here or it's me and Jackson. I'm actually more afraid when it's me and Jackson. And I don't know if it's because I know that I have to be in like a protective mode.
Yeah. Well, it's your child. I think that you are always going to feel more unnerved when your child's present rather than just you, because you're only worried about you when it's you.
I don't even like, I mean, if it's after 8 o'clock, know that my doors are fucking locked down. It's like a prison in this house.
My door gets locked after every time it gets open and closed.
Do you have like the automatic lockers?
Yes. Or automatic, no. I have the key code. You just lock it. And then I have sensors on all doors that can lead to the outside. Like every door that I have sensors on. And it tells me on my phone when one's open and one's closed.
Will has those automatic door lockers. And I'm like, I need to get those.
Like you walk through, it just, like he doesn't click anything?
No. So like, well, I was over there the other day and opens the door. And when the door closes behind you, it just automatically locks.
Oh, interesting.
Have you seen those?
No.
Yeah. It sounds like it's locking. It's just like,
interesting. That is really interesting. I don't know. I like it. I like the concept. For me, it's easy just because it's hooked to my phone. So I can just click lock and it'll lock for me. And I check it all the time. Like if I hear something, especially when I'm in my office, my office is completely on the other side of the house than the front door. So if I hear something, especially when I'm in here and I'm recording or I'm doing work or whatever, and the door's closed, I immediately check that. I will immediately be like, did somebody just come in?
Completely unrelated, but I need to know if you were a type of kid growing up that you got like motion sick and a moving vehicle.
That's me now. It's been my whole life.
I can't sit in the back seat of a car.
If I am dead asleep, I can. If there's any shot that I'm going to be awake, I'm puking.
Like I think about when we were on tour and we left from Houston to go to Dallas. Number one, I just don't like driving in the dark. And I wasn't even the person driving. Kale was the person driving. Even scarier. However, I do not like being on dark roads, like whether it be a back road, a highway, like not happening. If I cannot get there by the time that the sun starts going down, my ass doesn't need to be going. So that's number one. Number two, I was in the back seat of the car with Taco Bell. I felt like I was going to absolutely hurl.
Oh, yeah.
I have to be able to see out the front windshield.
I cannot believe the new school year is about to start or has started pretty recently for a lot of you. Parents, if you're looking for the best fit for your child this year, there is still time. With K-12 powered schools, you can help your child succeed now and in the future. With online education options tailored to their unique needs, interests, and schedules, you absolutely need to check this out. K-12 powered schools are accredited, tuition-free online public schools for students in kindergarten through 12th grade. Designed with an engaging curriculum that supports individual learning styles, K-12 has been a leader in online education for over 25 years, helping students gain the skills they need to thrive in the future. With K-12, a school can be anywhere there is internet access, helping your students stay consistent no matter the circumstances. K-12 has state-certified teachers specially trained in teaching online. They receive ongoing professional development to stay current in the most effective instructional methods and make learning interactive with hands-on innovative technology. K-12 even offers social opportunities, extracurricular activities, and in-person events. Join the more than 3 million families who have chosen K-12 and empower your student to reach their full potential now. There is still time to enroll for this school year. Go to k12.com/coffee convos today to find a tuition-free. Go to k12.com/coffee convos today to find a tuition-free K-12 powered school near you and enroll now. That's the letter K, the number 12.com/coffee convos, k12.com/coffee convos.
I don't know what it is for me. Backseats are horrific. I took a Uber not that long ago to Philly in a Tesla. It was my first and only time you will get in a Tesla. And the way that I did not think that I was going to make it there without throwing up all over this girl's car. I was so sick that I almost asked her to pull over on the highway because we got stuck in traffic. But like the nausea doesn't just like stop when the car stops. Like once it's going, it's going. And I was like, oh, I'm sweating profusely. Like it's going to happen. And I was like, never again will I be.
I don't know if it's like a myth or it's actually real, but both of my grandmothers used to tell me to just like suck on a peppermint.
That's for nausea purposes. Yeah.
So I would always do that when I was in the backseat of a car. But I saw this article on parents.com and it says parents are putting Band-Aids on their kids' belly buttons for motion sickness.
Never heard of that. I've heard about different like things to try. I've heard about the glasses that you could do when you're like in an airplane or in a car, on a boat, anything like that. I've heard that you take Dramamine. None of that shit works for me.
So it says, if you've spent any time scrolling parenting reels on TikTok and Instagram, they claim to teach you things veteran parents wish that they knew earlier. You're likely to come across this one: sticking crisscross Band-Aids over your kids' belly buttons to prevent nausea during car rides, plane travel, and even boat trips. While there's no solid scientific evidence backing this technique, plenty of parents swear by it. It says on one of these reels, this person said, it's an easy trick and it helped my kid with motion sickness on road trips. You just stick a Band-Aid over the belly button, worked like a charm on our last drive. My question is, what is in the Band-Aid that would prevent motion sickness, and is it an actual scam? Because I do know kids, I would say up until they're like 5 or 6 years old, even if they don't need a Band-Aid, you put it on them and they're like, oh, it's so much better.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like not.
You think it's like a psychological thing?
I think it has to be.
I mean, it could be. I can't imagine what the crisscross over the belly button would do, but if it keeps kids from not hurling, like I was that child on airplanes using the barf bags.
Oh my God. See, I would just have to go nowhere, because if there's one thing about me, I will do anything to prevent myself from throwing up.
Also same. Mm-hmm. So
it says on here, the momfluencer with more than 200,000 followers wrote, it sounds super crazy, but it totally works for both my children. This has saved us so many times, and we do it every single time we go on long car rides. She even suggests that it might help adults too, though she admits she's not sure why it works. It could be a placebo. She then says, but I also read that the Band-Aid stimulates some acupressure points to relieve nausea. Like, what type of Band-Aid are you putting over there? Because there is not a Band-Aid that's going to give enough pressure that's going to stop me from being sick.
No. Mm-mm. You know what? I'm going to test this. I'm going to test this out. When I go on my road trip at the end of the month, I'm going to crisscross my belly button and I'll report back.
Did you know like why motion sickness even happens though?
Like, it can happen for a variety of reasons. So like mine is because my brain's stupid, but there's other reasons too.
This, coming from a doctor, says motion sickness happens when our ear senses motion, but our eyes are not giving that input of standing still. usually because we're reading or watching something on a screen. Speaking of reading or watching something on a screen, the fact that Kaylin Ray Lowry sent us a photo of her reading in the car.
Like while moving.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be like God's favorite children.
What was my response back? I'd be hurling. That's exactly what I said. I would be hurling.
Remember when like SUVs, it was like so popular back in the day to have the TVs like in the headrest?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even watch a movie in the car.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't watch anything. I can't be on my phone. I like have an iPad. When I'm on a plane, I can't do shit. I cannot do shit. I cannot read. I need to close my eyes and just like try to not be where I'm at.
Wait, did you think that like all the people that had the TVs in the back of the car, that was like a sign of extreme wealth?
Well, it's funny because like I had them because my mom was like a Chrysler van chick and like had the 2 screens that pulled down from the top.
Oh yeah.
And it was regular to me. But then I had friends that were like,
you have a TV in your car?
you have TVs in your car? Like what?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy though?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, first of all, the older that I've gotten, the less technology I want to be involved in. So like the least amount of technology that can fuck something up. Because I always feel like there were issues with the car TVs.
Nothing has been better for me than getting my pool and not having a deck. So my phone, I don't even take it outside.
Okay, but while I say no technology, also not me thinking of going to Walmart sometime this week to get a TV to mount outside for the hot tub so that Jackson and I can watch college football.
Okay, but that's different. Like that serves a purpose, right? Like you're going to be in the hot tub watching it. Or do you have space like to get the projector? Because I'd do that.
Okay, well, number one, I'm not doing that because again, that is an extreme level of technology that I'm not doing. That's number one. Number two, I need to know people who have outdoor TVs as we are approaching fall. I've read so much about outdoor TVs and the expense of an actual outdoor TV is so much. Like they are so expensive. And I found this one article and it was like, if you're trying to save money, like, will you replace it ever so often? Yes, but it's still going to be cheaper than buying the initial outdoor TV. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm just going to buy a regular TV.
I've seen a lot of people do that, or they just don't mount it and they like take it in and out.
Oh, I'm not doing that either.
Fair.
That's also a job. Hey, also, can I build my basement out yet?
Lindsie Brooke.
Like,
what the hell do you need more space for?
I need a kitchen down there.
Why?
To do kitchen stuff.
You have a kitchen. You're sitting at the counter right now. It's beautiful.
I am in my kitchen, but that is for the kitchen things I need this kitchen for.
What kitchen things do you need that kitchen for?
Well, like if you're in the hot tub or you're like chilling outside, and I also need another grill because I have the 2 deck situation. Yeah. So I don't want to walk up and down to like grill when I could just have a little, fine, I'll settle for a kitchenette.
You could, what it sounds like to me is you need a grill outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not grilling inside.
No, ma'am.
Not even in a basement. It sounds like you need like a grill and a wet bar.
Yeah.
With a mini fridge.
No, a full fridge. You have no idea the amount of liquids Jackson and I consume, and it's truly alarming. I counted how many Gatorade bottles that we drank just last week. And mind you, I didn't have him all last week.
Yep. Like
just select days that I had him last week. 36 Gatorades.
In like 3 days?
Yeah.
4 days. Holy shit.
Yeah.
At least you guys are hydrated. We're
hydrated little bitches over here.
Yeah.
And on that note, we have foul play.
Okay. This is a goodie. Hi, kitties. I have a foul play for you. My husband and I got married this past January. We were engaged for 18 months, which we did purposely because weddings are so expensive and we knew we needed time to afford the day we wanted. Joke's on us. We're still $20,000 in credit card debt, but that's a different story for a different time. Honestly, I feel you. Our wedding day was beautiful, and after it was over, we went back to the hotel with a bunch of our friends and family. We stayed up drinking and eating Taco Bell in the hotel lobby for several hours. This sounds like we might have been in the same place after the Columbus tour. The vibes were right, but around midnight or so, I went upstairs to our room to go to sleep, and I also let my parents go home and go to sleep because they were up there taking care of our 2-year-old daughter. Around 4:30 a.m., I woke up feeling extremely nauseous. I knew I hadn't drank too much because I never felt drunk at any point in the night. Not during the wedding and not after. And honestly, I felt like it couldn't have been the Taco Bell because I eat Taco Bell more than I am willing to admit. Whatever the case, I leap out of the bed that myself, my husband, and my 2-year-old are sleeping in and run to the hotel bathroom, vomiting profusely. I alert my husband, and he goes downstairs to try to locate a Sprite or ginger ale for me. I drank what I could and forced myself to go back to sleep, assuming I'd feel better when we woke up around checkout time. Well, I didn't feel better. In fact, I couldn't even stand up straight. I was basically useless in trying to pack up our room and our toddler, and barely made it to the car in the parking lot without being sick again. We grabbed some drive-through breakfast because I knew I couldn't sit at a real restaurant, and started our hour drive home. It was the most miserable drive of my life, and I almost had to ask my husband to pull over multiple times. First of all, drive-through breakfast when you're already nauseous, horrific mistake.
I'm like, if you're that nauseous, I wouldn't even be able to eat.
No, don't eat anything at all. She says, I made it home without incident, but then proceeded to throw up and shit myself every hour for the next 5 days. Come to find out, I had the Norovirus. Then my husband got it, and finally our 2-year-old got it too. It was awful. The universe really said, y'all are going to learn the meaning of in sickness and in health immediately. It was a miserable experience, but looking back, I'm honestly just grateful we didn't have any big honeymoon plans or a fancy couples retreat immediately after our wedding like we initially wanted to. That was a prime example of everything working out for a reason. I hope we never experience the norovirus ever again, because it was 10 out of 10 the worst thing I've ever gone through, but we are living happily ever after anyway. I love you ladies. Have a great week. She also sent us some pictures of her wedding, and you looked gorgeous.
Number one, I need to know, if you're sick, are you a Sprite, a ginger ale, or a Gatorade?
If I am stomach sick, I'm attempting ginger ale. I am never attempting Sprite. I'm attempting ginger ale. If that doesn't work, I'm drinking Coke.
No, if I am stomach sick, I want a yellow Gatorade.
Yes, you do. And it's very fucking bizarre.
It's so bizarre. And that's the only time that I ever like a Gatorade. Secondly, I will say that the neuro, whatever you call it, virus is truly the worst thing that's ever hit me in my entire life. And getting that where you are not at home in your bed, no. Like, I was in a whole nother fucking country.
Nope.
And the moment that I logged on TikTok, when I finally came to and realized that norovirus was like rampant in Cancun, it's like, why did someone do this to me? Like, who said that this was a good idea? I have never felt so sick in my entire life, never thrown up that many times, and never shit that many times.
No, I've heard it's insane. I have heard that it is the worst stomach sick you'll ever experience in your damn life.
That was definitely a situation of you need to be sitting on the toilet and have a trash can so that it can come out of both ends.
That's me anytime I'm stomach sick. It's always like that vicious. It's not good.
Okay, but is it just me? Like, I got lost in the story when she said that they stopped for fast food breakfast because nobody in the car would be getting fast food breakfast.
I'm just wondering, were they feeding their kid or was she also eating? Because like that was.
I don't care who it was. Like, everybody's going hungry or we're getting crackers. Like, I cannot. The smells of food in a car send me into a different orbit.
I remember when you and Kale first started Coffee Convos podcast, you said that you could not stand the smell of a fucking banana being opened in the car.
No, my stepdad used to do that all the time. And I would get in fights with my mom. Like, why are you with him?
For the damn banana.
Why are you with him? Any person, number one, that likes to stroll around with a banana like that, fucking weird. Secondly, any person that just decides to like pop open a banana when we're driving down fucking 85, also weird. Mm-hmm. Also throw the pill out. Like, what the fuck, man?
Oh my God.
Okay, so I have an announcement. Coffee Convos podcast is up for final voting for the People's Choice Podcast Awards. You guys, please check your emails if you voted for us in the society and culture category during the nomination round, as some of you will be picked to cast your vote in the final round. Let's take this home, kiddies. Thank you guys for always supporting our show. Please subscribe and review on the Apple Podcast app, follow and rate on Spotify, or listen wherever you get your pods. For our latest merch, visit www.coffeeconvospodcast.com to shop. Full video episodes are available on Kale's Patreon at www.patreon.com/Kale Lowry. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and join our Facebook group to connect with us and our community. We hope that you guys have a fantastic week, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Just when you thought summer couldn't get any hotter, Pluto TV is turning up the heat with thousands of free movies. Presenting Summer of Cinema. Stream your favorite blockbuster films like Gladiator,
I will have my vengeance.
Good Burger,
This is what I call fast food.
Beverly Hills Cop, The Girl with a Dragon Tattoo, and Julie and Julia.
Bon appetit.
All for free on your favorite devices. Pluto TV. Stream now. Pay never.
Hi guys, my name is Hayden, and a lot of you have been asking me to start a podcast. Okay, I'm totally kidding. Nobody asked me to start a podcast. The world did absolutely not need another podcast, but I wanted to because there's no place on the internet where I can yap for 30 to 45 minutes straight with my best friends, you guys, and just shoot the shit. Talk about all of my favorite things like social media, pop culture, reality TV, influencers. We all know I love a good influencer. And that's what you can expect from my new podcast. A lot of you have been asking. This is a space for some real conversations with some of my favorite creators, reality stars, maybe even a celebrity or two if they answer my DM. This is all about the world behind the curtain that I really want to share with you guys. Allow me to ask the questions that you've been dying to know the answers to. And allow me to tell my guests that a lot of you have been asking. You guys can listen to, follow, rate, and review. A lot of you have been asking with me, Hayden Cohen, wherever you get podcasts.